Hi, it's Rep Baker, and the topic that keeps coming up is redistricting. We're seeing redistricting happening nationally with news out of Texas, California, and Missouri, but Ohio is the one state that was actually required to redistrict this year. So we are only redrawing our congressional maps, so just the folks who represent us in DC and not our statewide maps. We're required to redraw those because the maps that we used 4 years ago were passed along party lines and not supported by both parties, so they have to be redrawn. The maps passed this year will be used until 2031. Map drawing will potentially happen in a 3-step process. So first, the legislature will attempt to pass a bipartisan supported map by September 30th. If that doesn't happen, the Ohio Redistricting Commission will be tasked with passing a map that has bipartisan support by October 30th. And if this isn't achieved, then a map can be passed by a simple majority vote out of the legislature by November 30th along party lines. The basic principles of fair maps is that voters should get to pick their elected officials instead of the other way around with politicians picking their voters. Fair representation is the cornerstone of our democratic system, so very important. Currently, Ohio has 15 congressional seats, 10 are held by Republicans and 5 are held by Democrats. But if we look at recent statewide votes, about 55% vote Republican and 45% vote Democrat. So these maps could change. We'll have to keep an eye on how the map breakdown happens, and I know that Ohioans of all parties want fair elections. They want maps that represent the people and transparency in how the maps are drawn, and maps that meet federal and state laws. So I'll definitely keep you updated on the process.